I don't know. I kind of like I had a wake up call because I'm trying to use Lyft instead of Uber now, just because I feel like I haven't met a woman in Los Angeles that doesn't have a story about that starts with I called an Uber. Like if they're riding by themselves, it's out of hand, and I feel like Uber's not that bad for me, but it just feels like now I feel dirty like taking Ubers. So I took a Lyft, and it made me feel better because like I don't know, the guy was like definitely probably would have treated my wife with respect if he picked her up, but then again he had his own podcast and was just talking about that, and I was like, take me back to the Uber.
I told Lyft, I told him, I talked to Mr. Lyft, I told him, you need to put a switch where if you flip the switch, the driver doesn't fucking talk to you. It'd be so easy.
I think that's called getting in the back seat, maybe.
No, well, that's what they that's a new thing. They didn't used to have that. They just always, you'd sit in the front and then you'd talk, and then so many people were like, I don't want to do this, that they invented this back seat. You could program a switch. It'd be so easy. It'd be done.
That's a good idea. Like a little switch. Like I'm not feeling in the mood for conversation.
Yeah.
What kind of pressure would that put them in though? If you like, then you're deliberately not hitting that switch, and then they're like, now I gotta talk to this fucker. Then it's like those barber conversations where like 10 minutes into the haircut, they're like, so how's your day? They hate you.
This is astonishing. I just took a Lyft just last week. And it was the same guy. I swear to God.
With the podcast?
All the way to the airport, he interviewed me. And, I mean, it was one of those...
It wasn't this guy, was it? I got a business card.
No.
He told me to give this to you, and I'm not kidding.
Well, it's all right.
For all I know, it's a good podcast, but...
Yeah. Yeah. No, this was exactly the same thing. I think it's and this the questions went from subject to subject, and the fewer words I responded, the more he would ask questions. So it was not like he was getting the fact that I didn't want to talk. It was like a cue to ask more questions.
Well, they hire the drivers based on conversational skills, and they do expect them to talk to you consistently the whole ride. It's part of what their business
That's
model
not true, really, is it?
No, it is. That's one of their selling points is they have these conversationalist drivers. Yeah, that's part of their marketing.
I thought I was just lucky that I got one just like yours.
They're quite pleasant.
How do you think
you're
they
into
vet
it.
for that? Do you think they take them on test drives?
Well, they do a lot more work than Uber does to vet their employees. I'll tell you that. I mean,
seems that way. Yeah.
Yeah, because they do. They make sure that they're people that are like social and can sit and talk and not make people feel weird, I think.
So the reason I brought that up is because Jeff asked, do we think we could do a show for a prison? And I was like, I think yesterday I would have been like, yeah, man, because I'm like egalitarian, like awesomeness. But my Lyft ride over here, I was like, you know what? I don't like most people. Even the ones that like me, even the ones that have podcasts, even the ones I don't like you. I don't like you. You're laughing too much at the Hustler billboard. I judge you. I hate you. I don't. The guy was like, he saw the Hustler billboard and it had like a joke on it. It's like a cucumber and it said, stop violence against vegetables. Shop at Hustler. And the guy, I'm not exaggerating. This was the guy's response. He's like driving and he was like, oh shit! Oh fuck that billboard! Stop violence again. He read it to me, and then he's like, "Let's stop it." Oh shit! And I was like, trying to like scrape my laugh gland. I get it, because you stick something else in your pussy. I get it. So, don't put a cucumber in your pussy. I got it. Cucumber wants you to use something else. Maybe a dildo from Hustler. Got it.
I just got that.
Me too.
Yeah.
Spencer?
Me too.
You have been changing.
I hadn't gotten that.